All right, ladies, let's get the second part of this message. Hit the like button on the way in. Let's take a look. This man has become a liability. There's a man that's become a liability, a problem for a network of other men. Let's see what you need to know. What do you need to know? Yes, ma'am. Now, either you are one or two things: a person that's associated with the problem that they want to get rid of, or this is somebody else that wants to get rid of something. But there is going to be a sacrifice, you or somebody else. Something here is over, is done. The thing of the matter is, I feel like some of you all here, if you're in a third party with a man that has some sort of association, affiliation, network link to especially a Masonic lodge, there's the simple demotion or getting rid of. Now, some of you all, this person right here, somebody wants this person to be unalive. It could be a person that they are associated with that wants them gone. This could also be, you know, maybe a plan of somebody else's, them wanting someone DEAD. But somebody has a problem. There's a problem. All right, let's see what else. Let's see what else. Yep, the Six of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. I think somebody here is slowly but surely trying to get out of something. Now, I do feel like for some of you all, there's a death threat on somebody. I'm going to be honest. It's very obvious that somebody here wants somebody to be unalive. Again, you know, if you are someone here that's a part of the problem, or being affiliated with the person that's caused a problem, somebody here is slowly but surely trying to save their money or use money to get on. The reason why is because they know there's heat on their head, there's a target on their forehead, a target on their chest, and probably a target on their loins. I think this, now some of you all, this man may know that these men want to get rid of him because he's become a liability to the group, to the organization, to the society, to the network of other men. And that's what he's thinking about. He may not necessarily be stressed. He may not necessarily be worried, but he does have his fair share of concerns, because some of you all here, he may not make it out alive, or that's his thoughts. All right, what else is going on here? This is where they could have, something here has happened for these people to want to get rid of this man. Yep, the Five of Pentacles. This could be a money thing as well, where he's indebted. He owes a lot of people and he's not paid them back. Or he could have caused people to lose a lot of money. For some of you all here, there's a situation where he could have, you know, caused some people their health as well. Now, I don't know why, but I'm going to add this one part in. If you're dealing with somebody's husband, boyfriend, baby daddy, another reason you should be particular about this particular situation is because it could be a spouse, a companion, a significant other, a sneaky link. They could be, you know, in cahoots in some sort of operation to get rid of a person, to unalive them. They could be in an operation with each other, or with each other and this particular group, organization, network, or lodge of men. This could be somebody's lover. So you need to dot your I's and cross your T's carefully, because this man is a target. He's trying to get on. I don't know why I feel like a man here is trying to sneak away and sneak off. I want to see why. Why is the target on him? What's the death card? Why is it the lover? So in some cases, it's a lover's component. It could be a third party situation, or the lover that he has is connected, linked, or, you know, sneaking with one of the other men in the brotherhood or something like that. Or it's just there could be an outside lover that causes him hardship. To be honest, it could be some of you all that's made him more of a liability to a situation that just does not benefit his life. All right, let's see. What's the Six of Swords? Where is he going? Dang. The Nine of Wands, he don't know. So the Nine of Wands is he doesn't know where he's going because he's afraid. This is a man that knows that he's outnumbered because people know his name. People can find out his whereabouts. People can find out what he's doing. Let me tell you a clever, how people use a way to cover up their name or where their traces, so to speak. If this is a man of status, him or maybe his mom, his dad, his brother, somebody's going to have to cover his name, meaning house him. So it could be someone putting a house in their name, apartment in their name, trailer in their name, condo note in their name. A lot of times people come up with businesses, LLCs, or primarily what's those things called? Incorporations. What's the other ones called? Non-profits. This is a man who's trying to he's thinking of a way. Yep. He's thinking of a way to disassociate himself before they get rid of him. Whatever he's done to these people or whatever he has caused to happen, he knows that his head is wanting to be served on a platter. And the thing of the matter is, he doesn't know where he's going. He's in the process of trying to figure it out. He also knows someone that he loves, whether he's related to that person or in a relationship or situationship. He knows that person may have some form of involvement. So this is a man here, on some of y'all, he could be scared to open up, scared to be vulnerable because he's already been outnumbered and he got to be careful about his whereabouts. He could be a little paranoid. His mind could be playing tricks on him also from the occult practices that he has participated in willingly. Like I said, that accruing that karmic debt, that negative karma that's likely going to have a very adverse effect to his life. So he's weighing out his options, how to spend his money. But I don't know why in this right here, I feel like somebody here is trying to find a way to cover their name and use somebody else's name to be able, to move away, detach, or hide. I think this man wants to be in hiding. I get a strong sense of that, honey. Because these people don't want him alive. I don't know what he did exactly. We'll look into that one day. Yep. The King of Swords. So there could also be legal problems that he's having, or he's trying to play very nonchalant. He is playing nonchalant and playing cocky. He's trying to act as if he's unbothered, but actually he is. So he's just prioritizing how he allows people to see him being emotional or vulnerable. He's hurt. He feels some sort of way, maybe even scared and nervous. But at the same time, he can already sense and tell that people are after him. Now, some of you all could have a man that has a component to politics. I'm not going into politics. Just straight like that. This could be a man that, could be on any aspect, any scale of politics. He could be involved with the government. I ain't going so deep in the government either. But his hands are a little dirty. I see mud. I don't know why I'm seeing the elements of earth and water. When earth and water get together, things get a little muddy. So something here has gotten muddy for him. Now, he could be a man of power, or he has people of power that's running him off, that he's trying to run from. I don't think people are trying to run him off. I think he's trying to run from this death card. The changes that they could make, it could be, him losing job or career, livelihood, money, all that good stuff. On the other hand, it could be him losing his life. So I feel like someone of authority and power of this lodge, LODGE, a lodge, a network, a brotherhood, a group of men, or organization of men, they are trying to get him. This man trying to run from somebody. I don't think it's necessarily because he's afraid. I just think this is a man that maybe he's trying to use what he didn't use before, common sense in a situation. Because somebody who didn't use common sense. And in this, he's trying to use sense like, okay, I know I'm outnumbered. I know this person's against me. I know this person knows my ins and outs. I need to be careful. So he's being very particular. But he ain't got no choice. Because one wrong move could cause him to become some sort of catastrophe or a major casualty. All right, let's see. The Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. The Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Yep, I told you. The Eight of Wands. That's what he's doing. Trying to move. He's trying to move forward. But I can tell you this man here is trying to move forward in discretion. Now, whether this is you or somebody else, a lot of times they think, you know, these kind of men go back to people that they know, but that may be the case, but in most cases, if it is, that's why you have become a liability as well, and they're trying to utilize you as a casualty of war. So you could have a death threat on you, you could have a target on you, you could also have a person here that's, you know, using the occult dark magic and practices on you, or this is a new person that he's connecting to, because somebody here is trying to use somebody else as a way out, as an outlet out. What you need to be spiritually discerning of, if he's trying to use you as target practice, allowing them to target you while he escapes. See right here, because this is a man that's withholding information, vital information, withholding things that you need to know about his life. All right, Holy Spirit, what's the... This is also for some of you all why this man won't let you get too close to him. I'm not going into that mushy-gushy love stuff. This man won't let you get too close to him because he don't trust many people, because he's afraid. But one wrong move could cost him his life, will cost him his life. See right here? He's already entangled with devils or the devil anymore. And this is a man that, like I said, his negative karma is showing up in his life now. All right, Holy Spirit, what's the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles? The Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. There's a choice that he has to make about a Nine of Pentacles or being single. You or him. Now, see, this man right here is playing magician. You don't look at these cards as just a man being a player. He's playing the role of a magician. He's trying to manipulate and manifest at the same time. So he's trying to get over on some people. And I think for some of you all, trying to orchestrate some things with you. That's why your energy is off. That's why your spirit is off. You see this Hermit card here? Because people are watching. People are paying attention. The people that are paying attention are people that he's indebted to, people that he's afraid of, people that he's linked with, people that he's in a network with, but more so men that he's in a brotherhood with. I don't know what kind of violation this man has committed, but the violation must be severe for these kind of people to watch you to see if he comes towards you. This is your issue right here, my love. All right. All right, close this out. All right, close this out. See right here? You see the Ten of Swords? Now, this is a man who just putting a major stop, a major ending to things in his life. Or he knows that people can cause a lot of things to end for him. When people have networks of, you know, people or plug in, that's job, y'all. You know, that's your job, that's your career, that's your money. If you bank. So something here could, like I said, it's one of those favors that a person can call in, and the favor calls you to go bankrupt, or the favor calls, you know, $1,000 for missing out of your account constantly in the negative. Somebody here is in a position of power, control, authority, or command that they could just rain down on his life, make it rain, make it flood, and drown him out. So that's what he's trying to do. Be careful with this. This is specifically about a what's this thing called? This whole brotherhood. See here, people, And for some of y'all, this is a man here of, I don't know if these people work in these courtrooms or if they're just in and out of them. Now, there also could have been a lot of spiritual finessing, manipulating, and the judicial system for money. These are favors. So somebody here got favors here. I keep hearing in my head favors. There is some sort of favor that a person is doing either against him or for him. If it's going against him, it's causing him hardship. And this could be why he's trying to, I don't know, be careful, be cautious, be discreet, be quiet, or something to that nature. This man is this. I don't think he's cased up. I just think you don't know his life. Because he's gone against, he's made the wrong people mad, the wrong people pissed off, and it's people that know people. Let me see, what's the court card? What's going on with the justice card? What's the court card? What's the wrong card? This man went against the wrong. I don't really think he went against the wrong type of people. I think he, joined the wrong group, or network of men. Getting into this occult magic, black magic. When people use black magic and rituals to manifest certain things in their life, these manifestation tricks and tactics that people use to bypass certain phases and stages, they don't understand the karmic debt that they really occur, and they don't understand the penalty. There's something he's being penalized for. Some of you all, it's on a physical level. Others of you all, it's on a spiritual level. But there's a penalty in his life that he's having to pay. He tried to duck something, dodge something, but it's still coming back to bite him in his butt. What's his court card? He shouldn't have did. The Ace of Wands. For some of you all, it could be about sex. Now, I also hear sexual harassment. He could be dealing with sexual harassment, allegations. I told you, somebody here can call this man have it. Sexual harassment or allegations. That's one thing. For others of you all, these are like new ideas that he started. This is a man of business, trying to get into business, being self-employed, entrepreneur, or something like that. Whatever the ritual was he did, he must have kept doing something to get him to the King of Pentacles. I want to be rich. I want to be popular. I want to have a lot of money. I want to sit on my throne. I want to be looked upon as this and this and that. It's costing him now. And see right here, that's what you don't see. Yeah. So it's something is an expense to him now. Whether it would have been this way always, I don't know, because he did it. This is a man here that's being dealt with and being taught a spiritual lesson and a physical lesson about rituals. Yeah, this man, something about these men use a lot of rituals, honey. And they do a lot of finessing. You see how he's playing the role of a magician? The magician has the ability to manifest any and everything, what they physically want, their health, their love, integrity, for people to respect them. So there's something that he used. You see that sign on his forehead? He's into another type of practice, but he's also, into another surrounding of other people that are in certain practices. I feel like somebody here must be helping this man. And I'm not talking about help him get up no ladder. I'm talking about help him with some sort of ritual. A part of me feels like, yeah, he's a component of a spiritual practitioner, but I feel like there's another side of him. Hide and Jackal or Hide and Jekyll. Houdini, better words. He tries to be too magical. This man must be used magic a lot. He uses magic a lot. For some of y'all, this could be something very simple as God allowing two women to be in his life. You will regard these women as karmic women, whether they are that or not. But they are two women to teach him a very significant aspect of his life. For some of y'all, it could be two women. Others of you all could be a third woman. And it doesn't have to be women that he's involved with romantically. It could be, something here has to teach him a lesson about something. There's a big lesson he's meant to learn. It could be three significant lessons. It could even be children. It could be family. But it's three significant people that's meant to teach him a lesson about reputation, about character, about conduct. There's a code of conduct that he's violated. The King of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. I see two components. This is not just affirmations. Somebody here will pay to get out of trouble, or maybe pay to get in some sort of trouble. If this is strictly about love, this is a man here that, for some of y'all, he's hiding his sexuality. So he doesn't want you to know his sexual orientation. Others of you all, he doesn't want you to know his involvement with other women. Now, I don't know why I see like people on bar stools. This man takes a person to a lodge or a lounge with him. What's the important myth about this lodge / lounge and this man? Somebody he's sleeping with. See here? This man is a show off. He is. He likes to show off to make people jealous. If this one of these men that like to make a woman, one woman think that every woman wants him, that's his MO. He has a certain north node. And I'm gonna tell you, with this particular north node, this is a man that is somewhat of a womanizer, or he could be a full-blown womanizer. Women are going to destroy his life. I hate to say that. Women are going to be a downfall in his life. You see right here? This is a man here that uses women. And he uses them very strategically, specifically. For some of you all, it could be a spiritual thing. He uses your energy to manifest, especially if you're having sex with him. You know, he pulls from that. Others of you all, he uses you to make another woman want him, to provoke other women, to make other women jealous, to make other women bicker, to make other women fight. Also, this is a man here that can use women. He uses the face of a woman or the name of the woman to scheme for him, to scandal for you. This man could be into scandals as well. Now, let me say something. This could be a man that's in a lodge. Let's go back to the Masonic lodge. He could have played with the wrong woman. And whoever the woman is, or wrong women, they may know Masons, be related to Masons, or people that are more superior in life. And because something here is calling down negative karma, something here is calling down exposure, something here is calling down, revelation. There's a revelation that's taking place in his life for many people to have. And see, that's what it is. This is a man that thinks that he can use women to sneak, to strategize, to scheme, to bully people, to antagonize people, to threaten people, to fight people, to play people, because it's what he does. He's an oppressor. This man has an oppressive spirit, but he targets women, and something's coming back on him. Yep. And guess what? That's why he's behind trying to walk away, run away, sneak away, because he has played with, used, manipulated, schemed, scam, bullied, threatened, fought, antagonized the wrong woman, or had that done to her. Something's going on in this man's life, whether you see it or not. Let me say this. If you don't see it, this is behind the scenes. And the behind the scenes is boiling. It's getting hot. Lava, they said. Something gonna burn him up. Now, he could be a man that got burnt. Or gonna get burnt in jail or prison. Yep. Dang. See right here? There's a choice that he has to make. It could be about his heart, who truly has his heart. So this could be a man here that misled one of you all, both of you all. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of you all of you all. He could be lying to many people. Again, exposure is at his life. I can tell you that now. Exposure, revelation. It could also be a man here that's facing, this attorney. This attorney could be for criminal, civil. You can sue him. Girl, that is something you can sue this man for. He can be sued. That makes a whole lot of sense. He's trying to be particular. So what he's doing is he may think he's manipulating somebody, or that's his thing. But he's trying to prevent himself from being sued, from from having some sort of accusation. I also feel like he's trying to prevent his true nature from being revealed, like who he really is. You can sue this man. Yep. If this man has anything that you don't know about, that's the thing. He's trying to prevent you from knowing. Something here is Sue happy, you know, Sue friendly. And what I mean by Sue friendly, there's a certain insurance that he has. For somebody here, there's a certain level of integrity he should have withheld. He dropped the ball of integrity, morals, values, standard. So if this is a job, if this man is employed by anybody, it can be partnered with someone, a corporation, incorporation. There's a certain moral clause that he's trying to blindside you from knowing or discovering, because it puts you in the place of suing him. You will win. There's a lawsuit he's trying to bypass. That's what it is. It's something specific going on here. Yep. Yes, ma'am. And he's trying to prevent you from knowing about your rights or your ability to sue him. You got a right to sue this man, whoever you are. I'm sure all this fits in. And see, that's the truth. So what he thinks he's doing, he's using black magic, witchcraft, spiritual manipulation, not just to oppress you, but to withhold you, to keep you from doing what he knows you legally have the right to do, morally should do, integrity would do. You would destroy him. Well, and see how this right here, the truth? That's the truth. You could destroy him. This man right here is trying to prevent somebody from suing him, because something here would bring about like public exposure, but it is a part of his karma. You suing him is a part of his negative karma, because it's going to reveal his true character, his true conduct. For some of you all here, it could be why you've gotten an apology, or he wants to apologize, because other people would side with you. Yep. All right. So that's what it is. This man think he's smart. He think he's slick. You must have a level of proof. Whatever this is, this would not be allegations. You can prove something. And if this is a man that, you know, of course, that's married, that is supposed to represent something, whatever he stands for, that's not who he is. He got two different characters. He got two different natures. It could be a lounge. He's meeting certain types of women. He could have recruited these women to antagonize you, threaten you, bully you, play with you, steal from you, sneak you. If they are of a certain, you know, if they're worth it. When I mean worth it, if they have value, you can sue their asses too. There's a civil suit that somebody is going to win. It's going to be big money. Yep, it's going to be big money. This man right here, something has backfired on his ass that he did not expect. He didn't, you know that saying, F around and find out? He has effed around and he's finding out. That's why he's playing magician and manifester. So this is a man here trying to get out of the way. Now, this is a man, that's why these men want to get rid of him, because this man and this energy has become a liability to other men that probably don't stand for this, to other men that said this dude is just too much trouble, or this brother is too much trouble. We need to disassociate from him. And for some of you all, if this is a man here that these other men were once helping, guess what? They are going to go against him, or they already have. So it's everybody going against one person now. This was not smart. Yep. This was not smart. I told you, manifesting miracles. Thank you, Owen, for manifesting your miracles in my world. See, that's the thing. This man thought that he could manifest something against your knowing. So some of you all, that's where this whole spiritual play and manipulation is coming from. It could also be that whole telepathic world, trying to telepathically manipulate you because you have the rights. You have the rights. You have to prove. I hear that saying, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. That's why he's silent. Either for you is why he's silent to you, or if this is about somebody else, because there's multiple people in this energy, men and women. But this is a lounge or a lodge that's looking at him as a karmic debt. a liability. He's no longer an asset. He's dropped the value of these integrity of these other men. He's caused trouble. He's brought heat to them. So they're viewing him as a problem. I don't care what your part is in this. They're viewing him as the problem. So there are elders that wants this man out. They're like, get rid of him. He doesn't bring the same value. He doesn't bring the same worth to these men. He's, I don't know, it could be degrading, but he's devalued a system, maybe even an organization, a society. Yep, this man here has manipulated too many people. Some of y'all, the spiritual world is dealing with him. Others of you all, the spiritual world has put him in the hands of the law of the land, the law of the living. Some of y'all must be surrounded by, like, you know, your deceased loved ones. Your deceased loved ones has caused something to occur. They've put their hands in the systems. Somebody here gonna need an attorney, good attorney, lawyer, attorney, whichever the right phrase is. But they're going to need legal representation. You gonna have a lawyer, they gonna have a lawyer. They ass gonna be in court. Somebody here got a lot to prove. Somebody has a lot to prove that they did not do, that somebody has proof that they did do. That's why this man is trying to manipulate somebody. And for some of y'all, he tried to play a jealous game, or like I said, that gang stalk controlling game. Other women trolling you. For some of y'all, it could be other men. He put your name in his network of people. But that's smart with the network going against him, because he would pay the price for everybody. Even if the network of men did it, they know you because of him. They're guilty by association, but it's like, this man here must have did something. I'm sorry. No, hold on a minute. Because how would these network of men know you without the man in this reading telling them? That's the hand they're going to play. Somebody is already seeking legal advice. So somebody knows you're going to sue, or unless this has already gotten started. Somebody here going to get hit big time. Yep. Somebody here put their foot in their mouth, playing that Houdini, that magic, that power, you know, that witchcraft. First of all, he uses witchcraft and black magic as a day-to-day living. So you really don't know him, because things he have, things he's occurred, you know, things he occurs is really not his. It belongs to the spiritual world, because this man pulled from the dark side of the spiritual world. Yeah, somebody here gonna really, excuse me, have a lot to deal with. Count your blessings. Thank you, universe and angels, for the blessing in my life. Somebody here gonna win a good lawsuit. Whoever you are, man, you're gonna have a good lawsuit. You got a good lawsuit. I'll say you have a good lawsuit. And you have a good lawsuit because of the format of it. From beginning to where it is currently. Lastly, inner power, the divine father. Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. See, the divine is working with you. Divine energies are working with you, not against you. This is a man here that's used, you know, people to mislead other people, and it's catching up with him. What goes on in the dark comes to the light. What goes around comes around. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Everything he thought he could do, he became that, but in a devious way. You reap what you sow. Period. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Here's the truth. I would get these women too, women or men. I would get them too if they have worth, financial worth. I wouldn't leave them out. This is gonna be a big lawsuit. It's gonna be a big battle. This is a good way to get somebody back. This is payback, payback, revenge, karma, all of that. You know, the saying on the street is payback is a MFer. Karma is a B. Those are the two people you should never let get a upper hand in your life. for a person to pay your ass back or give you revenge / karma, negative karma, because it's going to be a beast. Especially when all y'all, whatever this is y'all got. But these are legal representation. All right, ladies, thank y'all so much for liking the video and dropping hearts, leaving positive comments. You got Libra, Virgo, Aries, Libra, and Sagittarius. Peace and blessing, great day. Some of you all, whatever this is that's going on, this backdrop to this story, you probably can get a lawyer that will not only take your case like pro bono, that will represent you for free up front, but this person right here could also give you an advance because they know the money, the worth of it. If this is a man that's, you know, a true worth, I'm going to use this other man as an example. You know how Shannon Sharp had that money? You know, you may not know everything that he has, but the attorney can, the lawyer can. They can find out. They know about insurances that people have to have of certain integrity, you know, certain careers and things like that. If he works for a particular corporation or something like that, or a particular organization, then they know what, you know, how to hit him. And it's not just a hit below the belt, but it's the right hit to fatten your pockets. When an attorney will offer you in advance, they already know the money they can get out of it plus some. So I hope this helps. Peace and blessing. Great day. Somebody gonna work with you and help you, and it's gonna bring you, it's manifesting you some financial abundance. But this is karmic justice for your life, and this is a karmic debt that a man has to settle because of what he did to you, against you. Also, he's involved other parties, guilty by association. These other men may be guilty of trying to sleep with you, play with you, you know, even spiritually manipulate you. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't know these other men in this group, organization, and society, who is the common denominator? It would be the man that you do know. So their words and your words are going to go against this. It's a good way. You know, some of y'all may have to sign some affidavits, says you, them, all, you know, however all that shit works. Okay, peace and blessings. Namaste.